smallest state in the USA, Rhode Island, welcome to the Pokémon Pokedex. It's a podcast all about Pokémon, so let's get ready to catch 'em all.
Hey everyone, I am Rhys, Felicity's older brother and the guy who knows way too much about Pokemon.
And I'm Felicity, Rhys's little sister, the one who makes this podcast fun!
We both make this podcast fun. Well, before we start, I want to say thank you for listening this far in the Pokemon Pokedex. We've had so much fun.
So, I just wanted to say, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. You were awesome.
Aww,
Thank you.
Nice heartfelt words, Felicity. So, before we jump into today's episode, did you know that we have a ton of other podcasts?
That's right! We talk about everything from Harry Potter and Percy Jackson.
And our parents, well, you name it, they have shows like House of the Dragon, Rings of Power, and Outland and Bridgerton. All shows that we shouldn't be listening to yet until we're 30, my parents say. You can check all these out at maryandblake.com.
But today, it's all about Pokemon! So let's get our Pokedexes ready.
3, 2, 1, fire! Today we're talking about the cutest Pokemon out there. Well, maybe not the cutest, but it's cute. It's Squirtle, the turtle. It's number 7 in the Pokedex, and it's just the best little water type you'll ever see.
Squirtle is spelled S-Q-U-I-R-T-L-E. Or as I say, Squir.
Nice one. And that was a good roll.
And it looks like a tiny turtle standing on its back legs with the most adorable tail ever. Well, maybe not the most adorable tail because technically Eevee is the most adorable Pokemon in the world. So technically, he's like the 5th.
All I heard was technically. Well, Squirtle's a water type. The special ability is with Withdraw. This ability allows Squirtle to tuck into its shell to protect itself from taking more damage. It's like one of the most ultimate defense moves, and it looks like weird because Squirtle just like tucks in its neck like and just stuck there for like a turn or two.
Squirtle's got some awesome attacks too, but I feel like Charizard beats him more. So like Bubble, Water Gun, Hydro Pump, but it can be a little tough like moves like Tackle, Takedown. And don't forget Aqua Jet because it's like Squirtle's own personal water slide because that would be fun if I had one because then I don't need to ask my mom and dad for one.
Actually, it's more than just a water slide. It slides to attack its opponents. Just like picture Squirtle running at top speed, blast water in front of it, just slides, then turns into like a spear of water and rams its opponent.
Yeah, and then I could use it whenever I want because it would just come out of my mouth. So probably. But technically that's Squirtle's puke.
Squirtle evolves into a sergeant of war, Wartortle, which is like Squirtle but bigger, with ears like pointed clouds and a fluffier tail. But even though Squirtle is amazing, it's got weaknesses. It's not technically amazing. Charizard's like, boom, better than Arceus. But it doesn't like electric and grass type moves, so watch out for those, turtle.
Squirtle is about 19 inches tall and weighs about 8 pounds, basically the size of a small dog. I could totally carry one around in my bag with my crocheting stuff. So I would just be like, oh, hey, Squirtle, how about you come in my bag? And then he would just hop in and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Now Squirtle, you saying, Arceus, save me. I'm being tortured here. I'm being put in a bag. Well,
I would only do it if he wants to.
Yeah, if he wants to. But what does Squirtle remind you of?
It reminds me of a little blueberry that's ready to have a water fight.
Water fight! Okay, we're not having water balloon fights yet. It's still summer. Well, basically end of the summer. That's perfect for me anyway. Squirtle is like a cute blue turd. And if you know what turd means, go on the dictionary. Well, in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Alright. We know Squirtle is super cute and totally awesome. But not like the cutest because Eevee's the cutest.
It's poop. What do you call poop?
Just not bragging. Just saying. Eevee's the cutest.
It's not.
So did you know that there's a lot more to this little guy than meets to the eye? That's right. Let's dive into some fun facts about Squirtle. Get it? Dive.
Bloosh.
Because Squirtle's a water type.
Last good one. I love it. Felicity. Okay, first up, Squirtle's shell is not just for show. It's actually super important with those offense and defense. When Squirtle withdraws from its shell, it nearly is impossible to hurt. It's like a Pokemon version of a superhero shield. And superheroes don't hold shield because I read comic books.
So, speaking of the shell, did you know that Squirtle's shell is like shaped perfectly into a reduced water resistance?
Yeah.
That means like when Squirtle swims, it can glide through the water really fast, like having a turbo speed in the ocean!
Its tail also helps. Its long tail that stretches about 1 feet, propels it at a speed that is basically able to push it to speeds of 25 miles an hour. Sheesh.
Squirtle shell.
Yeah, it's another cool feature. I really think that it's one of the most lame descriptions of a turtle, but it's cute nonetheless.
Squirtle's big, bright eyes aren't just looking for an adorable. They also totally do that, too. Its eyes help to see clearly underwater, even in murky conditions. So, Squirtle's always ready for a surprise attack below.
Squirtle's shell is another cool feature. When it's hit by an attack, the shell actually absorbs the impact, then channels that energy to help Squirtle move faster and hit harder. So, the more you hit, the stronger it gets, unless you're hit by a Charizard, which means you'll be fully burned out and dead by the time you get, like the impact of a Squirtle would just break your rib, and the next impact from a Hydro Pump, you might be dead, but Charizard's Fire Blast would kill you automatic. And did you know Squirtle's one of the original starter Pokemon from the very first Pokemon games? From the Kanto region, Pokemon Red and Blue. That means trainers all over the world have been choosing Squirtle as their very own partner since 1996. Talk about legendary status.
We can't forget about Squirtle's evolution line, because when Squirtle evolves into Wartortle,
yeah, it gets fluffy ears.
It gets fluffy ears, and its tail is even cuter, but not to brag, Eevee's more cuter.
We already heard you say that 10 times already.
There's a myth that says the older Wartortle, the bigger and the fluffier its tail becomes.
Imagine a
tail becomes.
Imagine a Wartortle that's a billion years old. It's like a cloud now.
And then when Wartortle evolves into Blastoise, it becomes massive, like a tank Pokemon with water cannons on its back. Squirtle really grows up, huh? And just said, if Charizard was in a battle with Blastoise, he would totally die.
He would not totally die.
He would die.
In Red and Blue, Charizard's trainer Red demolished Blastoise.
Yeah, probably, but in other battles, Blastoise beats.
Sometimes, and rarely. Yeah, but Blastoise is a total powerhouse. But Charizard's even more powerhouse, not to be kidding. But Squirtle did have a tiny bit of its own charm. That's sarcastic. Did you know that their Squirtle is so popular that it even gets its own squad? In the Pokemon anime Indigo League, there's a group called the Squirtle Squad. They're known for wearing cool sunglasses and being totally chill and pranksters. Actually, the leader of the Squirtle Squad becomes Ash's friend and Pokemon. The
Squirtle Squad is so cool because, they're chilling all the time and they're just, swimming.
And then they fart in the water.
I would want to see a bunch of Squirtles rocking in shades. They're not just about causing trouble. They also want to help put out fires, save the day. Squirtle's really a hero to heart.
No, he's
just
not.
saying, Eevee's more hero to heart.
No, Charizard's more hero to heart. He burns out opponents. Well, another fact about Squirtle is how it can control how powerful its water attacks are. if it can use water gun to put out a small fire or turn up the pressure and knock over the entire house with hydro pump. It's like Squirtle's built to a fire hose. If you have Squirtle in your house, fires would be no problem. But careful, you don't use hydro pump. You'll blast your wall out.
Let's just say Squirtle's personality. It's usually friendly and loyal, kind of like me.
But you mess with your friends. Yeah.
You're someone who messes with his friends.
You're total Squirtle.
I'm total Squirtle, but
more Eevee.
Squirtle won't hesitate to fight back. It might be small, but it's super brave and always ready to defend those who care about.
With its butt.
Just saying, Eevee's more better.
We heard you say Eevee comment 5 times already. We talked about Charizard last time, and now you're repeating me with Eevee. Please.
Eevee wins. Eevee wins.
Well, plus Squirtle's known for its mischievous side. In the wild, Squirtles have been seen playing pranks on each other and using even on unsuspecting trainers. But it's all good fun. Squirtles does a good laugh, but if being teamed up by a Squirtle, you'll probably end up drowned by the end of the year.
Yeah, probably.
Even though it seems like a good laugh to them killing people. They actually don't kill people, so lucky.
There is a really cool sciencey fact. Some researchers think that Squirtle's rotor attacks are powered by a special organ inside its body that compresses water and shoots out high speeds. That's why its water gun can be so powerful, like a built-in water cannon!
Another theory is, when it evolves into Blastoise through Wartortle, that water can goes bigger, allowing it to blast more water at more powerful speeds. But still, wow, Squirtle's really amazing. It's small, but it's got a ton of heart, a little bit of power, and personality. No wonder it's one of the most beloved Pokemon of all time.
No, Eevee is! Eevee wins!
I said it's one, but I still agree Charmander's still cute. Wow, Squirtle is that amazing. I still don't agree that Charmander's cute, but they're both pretty cool. It has a ton of heart, power, well, a little bit of power, and a big personality.
Eevee's better.
Well, Squirtle is one of the most cutest Pokemon of all time. Eevee is definitely on the top list, and I'm trying to be dumb. But, well...
Totally, because Squirtle may be tiny, it has a big deal in the Pokemon world, whether it's battling, helping out its friends, or just having fun. Squirtle always makes a splash.
Rhys, well, it's me, again. And Squirtle's definitely from the Kanto region, where all the classic Pokemon adventures start. It's basically a celebrity there. Squirtle's a hero. Well, that's good.
So there you have it, folks. Those are some fun facts about Squirtle. If we missed any, let us know. We love hearing from you guys.
In future episodes, we want you to hear your voice. Send us feedback. You might even hear yourself on the show. Come on.
It's super easy. Just head to MarianBlake.com, click Contact
us
in the right-hand corner, and leave us a voicemail.
Yep. Don't forget to start telling us your first name, where you're from, and what your favorite Pokemon is. We can't wait to hear from you.
All right, everyone, it's time for the joke of the day. Why did Squirtle cross the wave? ...
I have no idea.
To get to the other tide.
You mean like a riptide? I get the joke.
Probably.
Still, yeah. Squirtle will be washed away. Never seen again. Well, that's a good idea. And a fun one. Actually, that was funny. Nice one, Felicity. Thanks so much for tuning in today's episode of the Pokemon Pokedex. We hope you enjoyed as much fun as we did listening and making it for you for us. Don't forget to subscribe, send in your feedback, and maybe even leave us a joke of your own. You can email our parents at marianblakemedia.gmail.com or go to marianblake.com. Click Contact Us and leave us voicemail. We'd love to hear from you. Once again, I'm Felicity, the coolest person in the world.
Now go catch them all!